I disappeared off the face of the earth. Hi. Actually, it's hard to say that when my only real existence on this platform was 2 animations and an art fight video, but I feel like I started and ended my last video off with such a positive outlook on the video making, and then I, left. My bad. Anyway, I'm back and I plan on actually cooking some stuff up, so stay tuned. I promise. Maybe. But first, addressing the rebrand. Well, kinda. I love my Sona design, but every time I would sit down and draw him, I would question why I chose cat qualities. I feel like I connect more with dogs and the silly dog aesthetic, and it's something I really wanted to reflect in my brand, which is kinda hard to do when, he's a cat. I mean, I seriously edited Goru art to look like him. It's one of my favorite depictions of him. I have new character stills because I've improved quite a bit in a year artistically. But wait, before you go, to submit the new design, drumroll please. It's in the title, but I made a PNGtuber. You thought I would reveal new art that easily? Well, kinda. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea when I'm gonna use it. I don't stream and I'm not sure if I plan on doing so, so I have to see how I want to implement it in a video. Maybe I'll have it replace my talk sprite for speed paints, but we'll have to see how that plays out editing wise. I'm still so new to the whole thing. Anyways, you may ask, why PNGtuber then? Well, I have a lot of interest in possibly making a VTuber model someday, but that's a tall task. Like, damn, huge respect for model artists, let alone artists who rig. What is that? But a PNGtuber is much more within my skill set, so it gave me a good introduction to simple layer splitting. I've always liked the look of PNGtubers, especially the ones that have complex animations. Though, over the years, I see a lot of hate thrown at traditional PNGtubers. At the same time, I've seen a lot of improvement in PNGtuber quality, which has gone overlooked by those outside of the community. I'll admit myself, I don't really know a lot about PNGtubers, I just like looking at the pretty art and appreciating the effort that goes into it. When sketching out my design, I chose to have 2 different poses and a ton of facial expressions. In the end, I chose to just do 1 pose and a base facial expression, but I'll probably work on other toggles in the future, depending on how much I end up using him. I don't know if you can tell, but I did not spend a lot of time keeping my layers clean. If I do end up making more of these in the future, I think I'll spend more time, especially if it's for someone else. As you'll see when I show me putting together the model, maybe right now, I don't know when this audio will play, the messiness of the layers didn't really pose any issues for me, but I did, however, have to go back and recolor a few bits just because I didn't overdraw enough. Oh, there's some clipping in the animation. So I guess that's a pretty good reason to start clean, so you don't have to go back once it's already made. I'm gonna skip a bit ahead in the process just so you don't have to watch me mindlessly learn the software and attempt to add animations. Speaking of learning the software, a huge thanks and shout out to Suru Draws. Their tutorial was one of the main ones I followed throughout the whole process. Their video did a great job at explaining everything. I will note, if you're stupid like me, they are on an older version of PNGtuber Plus, and so some of the buttons and setting options are a bit different, and I may or may not have been totally lost a few times just because I couldn't click the same button as them. But other than that, I got the hang of it. Even going as far to close the program before saving and having to redo the whole thing from scratch. But it's okay, because at that point I was so used to the program it took me like 10 minutes to recover my progress. And here's the finished product. I absolutely love how it turned out. I'll definitely be implementing him into my content somehow. Possibly for shorts if I keep making those. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. I really appreciate it. If you're sitting here like, man, Atlas, I sure would love some more art fight content, you are in luck. My next video is going to be an art fight prep video, and I'll talk a bit about what I expect for this year's art fight. I've got a lot in store for the next couple of months. Let's see if I can actually stick to that. By the way, if you like my art enough, I've got Pay What You Want sketch commissions open on Ko-Fi, link in the description. These commissions are going to be up until Art Fight, and then they will be closed and probably never come back. So if you're thinking about it and you have the means, I guess consider. Okay, bye!